boy. Alright, please don't crash. Don't crash, don't crash! Oh, game, please don't crash.
Greenvale Community Center. Now that's an impressive building. The clock tower is impressive too.
It didn't crash! Ah, so exciting! Oh my god, it's our jam, it's our jam. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up on my new headphones.
Zach, I haven't been on stage like this since elementary school. I'm not some tree in the wind this time either. Well, that was a tough role. I was a piece of scenery. Bright red tree.
Thank you all for coming today. Getting right down to business. Agent Morgan from the Federal Bureau of Investigations wishes to speak with you.
Good afternoon. I'm Special Agent Francis York Morgan. Some of you are already aware by now of the tragic murder of Anna Graham. Truly a heinous, terrible crime. I've come to this town to solve the murder of this young, beautiful girl, and to bring the one responsible to justice. Unfortunately, incidents like these have a tendency to happen again. I asked to have you gathered here so I can share some advice in order to minimize the risk of further fatal incidents. Firstly, please, stay away from any dark, dangerous, isolated places. Those of you with children,
Come here!
especially of Anna's
Come
age,
here, AJ!
please, guide your children away from
Right
such
here.
places at all costs.
No, don't jump down. Just come over here.
Secondly, avoid going out when it is raining. Now, I've heard the folklore story of the Raincoat Killer. There is a chance that the murderer is mimicking the story. Women should also be especially careful. I would hate to see more victims.
Hey, why don't we tell the murderer not to murder? Heels! Carol McLean, bar owner and singer. We can still keep talking even if she came into the room. Like, we don't have to stop talking.
Who's the fashionably late one?
That's Carol, Thomas's sister. She owns a bar.
Thomas's sister.
Thomas, you're so sweet.
Excuse me.
Sorry for that
So,
you dropped.
as I have said, avoid going outside when it is raining. Young women should be especially careful. Report anything or anyone suspicious immediately. The murderer will be caught and brought to justice. But you must all remain on guard until we do so. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
We need silence for her dramatic entrance. And Bisect Brioche, sorry to hear that you failed your driving test, but I'm sure you can do it again. Oh my god. It's my life goals. When I'm old, I'm gonna wear a mask like that. I probably won't even have to. They'll be like, she needs it for medical reasons, but I don't. I can walk just fine.
When paying for our sins, we must not frown. The loss of Anna was for that debt. When purple fog covers our town, we'll all wander in hell, I fret. So says Mr. Stewart.
Sure knows how to steal thunder.
Well then, Zach, let's ask some questions before all these guys leave.
What just happened?
Agent Morgan, here's your chance to get to know some of the townsfolk. Don't let it go to waste.
Oh, your dog is dreaming. That's the best type of dreams.
Quite a performance. Mysterious and very poetic. But I don't think many of your audience appreciated it.
Oh, he's about to sass. Oh, this is about to be sassy. I can sense it.
Mr. Francis York Morgan, the purple fog appears with rain, soiling and ruining our town. The evil does not drain. Find out why the town is soiled. Remove the source from which it boiled. Then and only then your case is solved. But for this to happen, to solve the crime, the proper must do the proper at the proper time. It is not yet mine, that is, Mr. Stewart's time, not mine. But if you, Mr. York, find the right timing to chat with me, that is, with Mr. Stewart, may that be. Informative and fruitful you will see. So says Mr. Stewart.
Thank
so,
you.
Harry, you know something. But there's some reason why you can't tell me yet. Is that what you're trying to say?
Cut the poetic rubbish, Harry, and tell us what you know. We can force you to talk, you know.
Mr. Francis York Morgan, pay close attention to the signs, the omens, and the premonitions. Small they may be, they still are finds, and helpful to your investigations. So says Mr. Stewart.
Thanks for the warning, Harry. But don't worry. Me and Zach, we know what we're doing.
Thank you, Tiny Trans Kitty, for subscribing 2 months in a row. Very much appreciated. Ooh, some coffee that was left on the ground by somebody else. Hell yeah! Uh-oh. It's a town full of Mormons. Well, there's your answer. It's Mormons.
Agent York, are you finished asking questions yet? When you're done, let me know. We'll all get dinner.
I wonder what it's like to be her in a town full of all weirdos, and she's the only normal person. The only normal person. She must be the killer. If you're in a town full of complete weirdos and you're the only normal person, you're the killer. Let's go talk to Thomas, our sweet baby boy.
Agent York, your words really made me think about Anna's death again. How could one do such a terrible thing? I'm still in shock.
Thomas, I forgot to ask. You don't have a tattoo on your back, do you?
Tattoo? I do, actually. But why?
Could you show it to me, please?
What? Now? Here?
Yes.
I bet it's like a furry
This
paw.
is vital for our investigation.
Or like... It's just something kinky. Leave him alone.
Okay. If it's gonna help you any.
Let's see it. What's it gonna be? It's gonna be something so kinky.
Well, I'm wondering who G is now, but aside from that...
Did it tell you anything?
It told me that you didn't kill Anna.
Of course not. What are you saying?
Oh, wait. I don't want
You ought to see that tattoo, Zach. A big heart with an arrow through it and Love G in the center.
I don't know when he got that done, but we've all been through the 80s.
We've been through the 80s. You're so judgmental. Leave him alone. Thomas, you perfect baby. Love is valid.
I can't believe you thought I was a suspect, Agent York. I'm still in shock.
So mean. I wish I could have seen it. That would have been so cute. Are there any other suspects to talk to? God, this place is depressing looking. Served in the army. Oh, thank you for subscribing, Moon Usagi.
So you're the FBI agent, are you?
2 months in a row. Owner of the scrapyard.
I'm FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan.
I'm the general. I fought for my country in the Vietnam War.
A real
Thank you,
life war
Hades
hero.
Sleeps on Thorns.
So why are you living here?
Soldier, this is my hometown. After a man returns from war, there's no place to go other than his hometown. Your little speech, you mentioned the raincoat killer.
Was that a problem?
You imbecile. The raincoat killer's no myth, not mere folklore, not a fairy tale. It's based on actual events that happened in this town.
It is. I'm interested. Can you tell me more about this?
You
No.
kids today don't even know how to ask for something right.
How am I supposed to
Soldier,
ask
if
it?
you want to hear more, you come to my office.
What? He said it politely. What did we do wrong?
He literally exudes raw power, Zach. Despite the credibility issues, we should give him a visit.
One thing, though. Calls himself a general, but isn't that a sergeant's uniform?
Ooh, called out. This is why I think he's bisexual. He exudes raw power. He exudes raw power.
Agent York, you make any progress?
Of course, plenty. Tell me, Usha, when is Anna's funeral?
That's still undecided. Sally isn't really in any condition to do it right now.
Her mother? I don't see her here.
Anna was her sole reason for living after her husband was deceased. Well, she's probably huddled up at home.
And I should probably take some time to pay her a visit.
Well, yes, you should. And I'd appreciate it if you could, too.
Ooh, guilted.
But don't go too hard on her, okay?
You could cut the sexual tension with a spoon. I think Fiona's really cute. I don't know why they keep giving her really bad camera angles.
Are you getting closer to catching the murderer?
Hello again, Fiona. Good to see you here.
Well, Dr. Johnson told me to be here. He said it would be important.
Well, that was good advice. He may be young, but he seems like a wise man.
Oh, and he's a very hard-working person, too. Everyone thinks he's some kind of weirdo, but I don't think so at all. People don't understand why he's in the autopsy room all day, but I do. He's doing research to make the world a better place in the future. You know, he already made a fortune in LA with his career.
I did not know that.
You didn't? Oh, the doctor is a very rich man. He has a really big house over by the lake.
Thank you for
Amazing,
subscribing.
Zach. You must be loaded. Rich and young. A perfect combination.
But you don't get that feeling from him at all, do you? He doesn't show it. That's one of the things I like best about him.
Well, I could have been fooled if it weren't for you. Thanks for the valuable information, Fiona.
Well, did she really give him a look so powerful that he fell over? Sorry, I have large breasts, so sometimes my shoulders really, really hurt in a bad way. So if you see me doing weird movements. But anyway, thank you for subscribing, BB Spectacular. I have some new emotes for everybody. We stand for any characters that you stan. And this one. But I have a feeling that Fiona's looks are very powerful looks. How old is Fiona canonically? Because I don't want to creep on her if her character is young. But I think she's very cute. Oh my god. Snakeskin pants!
I'm FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. Please, call me York.
Wesley, owner of the gun store called Panda Bear. People around here call me the gunsmith.
Gun store owner.
Was there something you want to ask me?
How do you make a living running a gun store in a place like this? I'd be worried because there can't be that many customers.
Worry gives a small thing a big shadow. I do gunsmith work in my shop, too. If you got the skills, the customers find you. All you need is a network.
I hope so.
Oh, we can... Okay. Do I already have one of these? I would like to buy some lollipops from the gun guy. Do I already have a submachine gun? I already do, so I don't need another one. Unless, do they deteriorate? Okay. I have everything I need. I found them on the ground.
You've got quite a selection here. No wonder people come from all around.
Even today, a customer paid me to go to Seattle for some help. I just got back.
I see. Well, I'll be sure to visit your store sometime. I'd like for you to take a look at my gun.
Understood. Look forward to it. The shop will be open again tomorrow. It's usually open from 2000 to 0600. See you then.
Uh-oh, who's this guy?
Yeah!
He
Hey there, FBI. I'm Keith Ingram.
No!
FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan.
Back in the hole?
That's what everyone always calls me.
Okay, York. No problem, man.
So, Keith, I hear you run the Milk Barn convenience store.
That's right, man. Rock and roll!
Do you sell raincoats there by any chance?
Yeah, but nobody ever buys them, though. Anyone who wears one of them, I say, just ain't a rocker. But you know, that scar of yours, now that scar rocks.
This scar rocks? Now that's a new one. I'll drop by your store soon, and let's talk then.
Yeah, cool, man. Rock on, FBI!
I can't believe what I just saw. There's no music. What is he dancing to? The beat of his heart? Look at her. She's like, I wish I could leave this man. I hate him so much.
You're Isaac and Isaiah's mother?
Oh, God.
Yes, I'm Lily.
Oh, no. Something's wrong with her. Her eyes are wrong.
I'm FBI Special Agent...
Agent York, right?
You are good.
The handsome special agent from the big city. The facial scar trademark. The way you introduce yourself. Everyone's talking about you.
Well, I can't say much about the scar. But the way I introduce myself, Zach and I consider it a kind of ritual of sorts.
Who is Zach?
Everyone has their own rituals. It's like always leaving the house left foot first. It's one of those things.
No, that's
You certainly are a funny one.
That's obsessive-compulsive disorder. That's not...
So, have you noticed anything strange or out of place recently?
Well, Becky's been taking a couple of days off from work, but aside from that, I heard she was in shock after the murder. But...
You think there's something else?
Well, I took the boys along to see her today. She's always so kind to them, and they love seeing her too. But she took in the boys and told me to wait outside. Something about a special secret between just the three of them.
Why would you let that happen?
I just couldn't understand it.
Now that's interesting. Thank you, Lily.
Wow.
Perhaps we should give Becky a visit tomorrow, Zach.
Why would you let an adult have a special secret with your children? Like, what the fuck? Yes, she has a special secret. She wouldn't let me in and wouldn't let me hang out, and there's a special secret.
Mr. Morgan, you're quite an impressive public speaker.
Really? Thank you, Polly.
You reminded me a little of a play I saw when I was younger.
What kind of play?
I'm talking about back when this place was still called the Mercury Theater. When I was young, I used to come here often with my husband. God rest his soul. We'd come on the weekend to see the latest play. He'd always pretend to be uninterested, but I could tell he was excited inside. He was just one of those kind of guys, really, thinking about it now.
Really, Polly? So what's your favorite play?
Oh, well, I like so many. There was one in particular, but I can't recall the name anymore. Oh, it was a very famous one, too.
Something by Shakespeare?
Oh, No, nothing. One more bell that doesn't ring anymore. I've always been forgetful about the plays we used to see anyway. Oh, and my husband would get angry at me for forgetting what we saw. He'd go on for hours retelling what the play was about. His eyes were so sparkling, like a happy young boy.
I see. So, what's your favorite play?
Oh, I almost forgot, Mr. Morgan. We're going to have another guest soon. I have to get back and get things ready. Sorry for having to hurry away. I'll see you back at the hotel.
Zach, I think she could embarrass the toughest of the FBI's interrogators. She successfully avoided answering my question, Zach. Amazing.
Wait, imagine introducing yourself to somebody and also introducing the person you talk to in your head. She only has one shoe, and I think she has to pee.
Oh my pot is getting cold.
Oh, she's mentally ill, okay.
Hey, mister, my pot is getting cold.
You are... who?
What are you saying? I'm Sigourney.
Minnie Weaver?
Sigourney. Okay. Now, what is the matter? Can you explain?
No time for chatting. I need to hurry. My pot is getting colder. Oh, you're useless.
Zach, we've met all sorts today, but really, she takes the cake. Amazing.
What's happening? What is the... Who are the... Hi. Hello. Hi.
Hey, good looking.
What?
Nice speech.
Your pants are unzipped. I don't know if you know that.
And you are?
Oh, I'm Gina. I'm married to Jack. He runs the gas station. Call me the Rose.
You look pretty... revealing.
The Rose.
Oh.
Not Rose.
This old thing.
The Rose.
You should see some of my other clothes. You? Oh, now you are cool. That scar really is a turn-on. You should come to my station. I'll give you a little extra service.
That would be great. I can't believe how expensive gasoline is nowadays. Some extra service would be great. Now, about my current case. Do you have any information on Anna? Have you seen anything suspicious?
Oh, I don't know. Talk to my hubby about the difficult stuff, okay?
She looks like a
This
character
is getting us nowhere, Zach.
from Final Fantasy 15. But, you know, if you got it, flaunt it, and, maybe they have an open relationship. But, you know, if I looked like her, maybe I'd wear pants that are unzipped. You know, I ain't trying to hate. I'm not trying to hate. She looks great.
I ain't got nothing to tell the cops.
Why are you so mad? Your wife is gorgeous.
What about the FBI?
Shut up.
At least give me your name.
I'm Jack. They call me Raging Bull.
That's a manly nickname.
If you want info, it'll cost you. I only talk to Ben Franklin.
You know, first impressions are important. I can detain you for a few days, and maybe you'll become more fun to meet.
Zach, this is a waste of time. Let's go.
I wonder what their relationship is like. I mean, she flirted with me right in front of Jack, so I can only assume he's into it.
Jim, thanks for your help in the forest. How are Isaac and Isaiah?
They're fine.
They really seem to love their grandpa.
Well, I guess they do, son. I want to keep them away from the filth of the material world as much as I can. Their mother agrees, which is why she lets me take care of them so
leather
often.
chap says she's
And that's
a
why
swinger.
I want you to solve this case quickly and go home. Those rumors about that scar of yours do more damage than good around here.
I guess I reek of the material world, don't I? I have to, in order to do my job. But I understand what you mean.
What? Can someone have a scar without it being a big deal?
I'd think the same if I was born in a place like this, Zach.
You have a facial scar. That ain't right. Manspreading. Here it is. I'm being oppressed.
I'm U.S. Special Agent
Hey, Joe.
Francis York Morgan. I presume you are the owner of the diner that Anna worked at?
That's right.
Diner owner.
I'd like to ask you a few questions about Anna Graham. Did you notice anything strange about her prior to the incident? Nick, are you hiding something?
No, nothing.
You sure?
I'm sorry, but I don't like repeating myself.
I think people who have really weird specific things like that, I don't like repeating myself. It's like, okay, whatever.
Can you tell me if you noticed anything strange about Anna before the incident?
Well, I'm not sure if this will be of any help, but...
Anything, no matter how small, could be of help.
Well, you see, the diner closes when it rains. Many shops do that around here, as you might have heard. Anyway, Anna always seemed unfocused the day after it rained, and came in late, too. It was almost as if she used up all her energy the day before. Come to think of it, that was really strange. Did that legendary monster really kill her?
Yes, the legendary monster.
Just a criminal. Criminal I'm going to catch and bring to justice.
Criminal I'm gonna catch. Is anyone else? What about that weird lady with the heels? Hello? There she is. First of all, I need to get some cigarettes off the floor. You can tell she's important because her face texture is higher.
Anna was an airhead.
What do you mean? Are you saying she was killed because she was an airhead? Or are you saying that she was an airhead for being killed?
I'm sure she's still an airhead, even in heaven. She changed her hair every day. If she lost a pound, she'd be ecstatic. Gain one, and she'd almost be in tears. She broke many, many plates every day at the diner, and she'd always have a smile on her face. Always having fun. Everyone looked at her and knew she was a cute, adorable, loving airhead. But they would be smiling right along with her. I wouldn't be surprised if the angels smiled with her, too.
Sounds like someone with an eating disorder and you shouldn't make fun of her.
Isaac and Isaiah said that Anna was a fairy of the forest. A goddess.
Look at, she's so sick of that shit. She's like, whatever. Like, I'm done. She's dead. When do I get to be the center of attention? I'm done with this. Even when she's dead, nobody pays attention to me. What happens if I smoke a cigarette? Why can't I smoke it? Smoking them will make you forget that time is going by. Oh. That's interesting. Geek Remix chat, explain kinks to me. No, please don't. Please do not explain kinks. Why is the cigarette heavy? I think it's because it's like a strong cigarette. Hey, creepo.
Good evening, Agent.
No, that guy's weird.
Good evening,
Oh, wait.
Mr.
Brian, the gravekeeper. Brian.
Mr. Brian. I like the retro look. Auditioning for Little Grave on the Prairie?
Anna. Oh, she was so beautiful. Too soon. Too soon to go to the grave. So sad. So sad.
Are you a ghost?
I totally agree. That's why I'm here, looking for the one who did it. Were you close to her?
Anna. Her smile. So warm.
Are you a
Anna,
zombie from the
blonde
1920s?
hair, so bright.
There's a graveyard somewhere in town, Zach. I'm not excited about the idea, but maybe we should at least check it out.
Okay. I'm still shocked at Panty Girl, though.
I'm FBI Special Agent.
What
Francis
is
York
that?
Morgan.
Why are
So Anna
you...
was killed. But why does that bring the FBI here?
I have an interest in murder cases involving young women.
Well, you know, man, this might just be another case to you. But it means the death of a friend to me. I don't want you taking this lightly like it's just another case.
I never take anything of this nature lightly, I assure you.
Why is he
I'm
humping
here
off
to
the
apprehend
wall?
the perpetrator who did this.
Yeah, because local enforcement can't shine their own boots, right?
Good point. You can't always count on the police now, can you? But that doesn't mean you're going to capture the perpetrator yourself. Quint.
How do you know my name?
I memorized the name of every citizen before arriving in town. I also know about you and your significant other.
You mean Becky?
Sure, Becky.
Don't underestimate the FBI. We know and see everything.
I'm sorry if I was a little harsh.
Stop humping!
I want to help, I do. Okay?
I didn't hear anything he
Okay,
said.
Zach, I'll tell you how I knew his name. He's got a small Q on his hat. That was the only name beginning with Q that I could think of. He was even kind enough to tell us his girlfriend's name. I can read him like a book, Zach.
You're taking my advice good. Yeah, he's gay. Look at these two. Look at his pants. Oh my god. Stop humping the air. Please. Uh-oh. This guy's dramatic.
You're York, right? I'm Richard Dunn, the owner of the Darts Bar, Swery 65.
How'd you like the town?
Oh, it's great. Aside from the murder that happened here.
Yep. Murder just doesn't fit with a small town like ours.
Well, Richard, I'll have to correct you on that. Crimes don't care about size. Big town, small town, just isn't a factor.
I guess you're right.
So, how did you know Anna?
I've known her since she was a child. She was the same age as my son. You know, she always stood out, being pretty and all, just like her mother, Sally.
What do you know about Sally?
Well, I went all through school with her right here in town. I never thought our children would be the same age.
I don't see her here today.
Ah, well, see, she lost her husband, and this time it's her daughter. She's at home right now, trying to make peace with it all.
You seem to know a lot. How long have you been in love with her?
Hey, don't go there. That scar of yours tells me you got your hands full too, right? Let's not dive into personal matters. It'll be better for you and me.
You're right, Richard. Collecting gossip won't help with the matter at hand.
Oh, I must have spoken to everyone.
Agent Morgan, I'd like to let everyone go home now. Let's go outside.
My hair's neato, thank you. My only concern is she cold? I mean, obviously I'm aroused by looking at her. I don't know how I should feel when I look at her. It's like, does she want me to look at her crotch, or does she just want to have her crotch out? You know what I mean? Her pants were unzipped. What should I do? Unbelievably delicious turkey sandwich will satisfy a large amount of your hunger. Unbelievably. Hey, Jago3000. Thanks for making it to the stream.
Well then, Agent York, do you have any plans for this evening?
I was going to head back to the hotel and go over my notes. I need to contact HQ and give a progress report, too.
Okay, then let's call it a day here.
Sounds good.
Contact my office when you finish your report. We'll pick you up tomorrow morning. Diane, the owner of the art gallery, should be back soon.
All right, then. Let's do that.
Oh, whoa.
Hold on, Agent York. We're going out to eat at Nick's Diner. Would you like to come with us?
Yes.
The diner. That might be nice.
Yes,
Thomas
with you.
is a great cook, but Nick is the real deal. No visit to Greenvale is complete without eating at the A&G.
I get to go with my
A very
favorites.
appealing proposition. Zach, what do you think? We can always go back to the hotel after eating dinner, or go directly back to the hotel. You decide, Zach.
Let's eat with them. Thank you for subscribing, Melody's Rhythm. She's so beautiful. She's my girlfriend. She's gonna be my girlfriend. We're gonna be in love. I love her so much. Zach is us. We are Zach. We're the player. The player is Zach.
I've been sheriff here for a long time now.
Oh my god.
And this is the worst murder I've ever seen.
Our town is a little odd in some
They're dating.
ways, but it's usually a peaceful place.
Love G?
We had our fair share of cases, but just the regular stuff. A high school kid shoplifting from the milk barn, maybe? Or some hot-headed kids fighting, fueled on liquor? Nothing more than that.
Agent York, what kind of cases have you dealt with in the past?
Not much different from those you've just mentioned. The case I was on until last month, well, the guy killed 7 girls in a 3-month period. He sawed their heads off from the neck and took them back to his house.
It's
he
dinner
cleaned the
time.
skulls up and used them as utensils in his daily life, to eat from or as a urine cup. He hated women. That was his way of dealing with it.
I really hope people find better ways of dealing
He'd fill
with hating
skulls
women.
with ice, cola, and rum. Then he'd down it in one gulp.
Wait, that's actually a pretty
For
good
him,
idea.
that was a holy ritual.
Cola?
The question of his mental state was the pivotal point in the court case.
Oh, man.
For me, he was
Typical Redditor, to be
100%.
honest.
Drinking from the skulls. Well, that is one thing, but those he had used to relieve himself, he would then just use them to drink from, too.
That's unsanitary.
Yeah,
That's
that
where I
was too
draw
much
the
for me.
line.
It's just not sanitary.
Exactly.
Not sanitary. That's probably not the problem for most of us.
What else?
It is for me.
Yes. An ingenious law school student raped over 800 victims. That was an accident.
Trigger warning.
Thank you, Agent York. Now, let's talk about something else.
You don't want to hear anymore? That's a shame, isn't it, Zach? I was just about to get to the good part, too.
He's looking
Sounds
at
like
me.
you live in a totally different world. I mean, you're like an elite agent who just jumped out from a movie or something. In your eyes, we must look like we're just playing cops and robbers.
No, I respect your
Give
job.
up. I can't compete with you.
Don't say that, Emily. The cases you have solved are all full-fledged crimes. A crime is a crime. Size doesn't matter. There is no big and small.
And that's...
Crimes always have a criminal and a victim. No victim will ever welcome a crime, no matter what its size.
Aww.
So, fundamentally, there is no difference in size.
I like that.
Well said, Agent Morgan. We work day and night to preserve peace and order in this town. You understand that, right?
Yeah, but he was like saying like...
Of course. But still, I don't view shoplifting and Anna's murder as the same level of crime.
Me neither. I never even dreamt that such a thing could ever even happen in this town. I keep on expecting to see Anna here in this diner, waiting on tables.
Excuse us, Agent Morgan. We should have made dinner a more uplifting experience. Let's call it a night.
Okay. Good night, then.
Poor Thomas. Okay, I'll let you out to see her in a second, Agent. Just wait, I gotta pause the game. Okay? Just give me 1 second. 1 second. I've returned! I'm here! I'm here! I'm here.
Hi. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Twin Peaks ASMR. Today we're going to be looking at weird things. Hi. What would even be Deadly Premonition ASMR. Burp ASMR? $5,000. He's been working for like 2 minutes and he already has $1 billion. I'm mad about this. This guy has so much money. Asmari would be such a good channel name for her. Yeah, that's a good idea. We need to make it back to our hotel. Deadly Premonition ASMR would be just the whistles and the whistle music. Alright, let's go back to our hotel and get to sleep. I gotta look cute on the internet. Gotta look cute on the internet. Cute on the internet. Cute on the internet. Cute on the internet. Supposed to be someone new at the hotel. I'm too cute for the internet. Okay, so I know people are like, Mari, you're not ugly or whatever. I know. I know that I'm adorable.
Zach, picking up from where we left off. Okay, Zach, I've been thinking about what movie I'd like to watch next.
Stop talking about Jaws!
It's always hard to narrow it down just to one movie, but I've put a lot of thought into this, and I'm sure you'll agree with me. 1975. Directed by Steven Spielberg.
That's right! Interrupted. Never gonna talk about that again. Okay, what is it that okay, I need to go to lodge and turn around. Right. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I just know that in terms of we live in a society. You know what? I'm a chunky bitch, and I feel like other chunky bitches are constantly, I shouldn't say it like that, are often saying that they get cyberbullied. And I'm really grateful that I have a fan base that doesn't cyberbully me for being a big bitch. I appreciate all of you for loving me for the way I am instead of the way that you think I should be. So, yeah. Petition to date him so we can break up with him. Who are we talking about? Oh my god, I flipped the car. I flipped the car. Wouldn't we be a hater base if we just followed you to insult you unnecessarily? I'm just always surprised that nobody ever just pops in to be like, ugh, ugly, bye. Like, I feel like other people say that happens to them, but it doesn't happen to me. I think it's because I don't care. I'd be like, yeah, you're right. You white, bro. You got a valid point. Wham! I hope it doesn't crash because I haven't saved in an hour. Oh, we're gonna write a report on a thing. Oh, thank you for the bits, Amber Spirit. Ooh, Rachel Amber is here to give me bits. Mari, you should consider being a diving instructor. Oh, driving instructor. I was like, huh.
Okay then, Zach. Let's go back over our progress. First, the victim, Anna's death.
Anna.
She was found hanging from a tree in the forest. She was cut open with a knife from her chest down to her stomach. That was the direct cause of death.
It always makes you think they're like pulling out.
The strangulation marks and skull fracture were caused after death. Her tongue was also bit off, and I found something inside her mouth. Do you remember what that was, Zach?
Do you think that there's a gay parody porn called Twink Peaks? Red seed.
That's right. We found the same red seed in her mouth.
What does the seed
According
grow?
to Emily, it was raining when Anna was killed, but traces of tears were still evident on her face. Which means the perpetrator killed Anna under a roof in the lumber mill, and then carried her body into the woods after it stopped raining. We found numerous important pieces of evidence at the site of the crime. A total of 4 things. Knee prints in the grass, a wood chip with metal dust, a photo of a man with a tattoo on his back, and one other thing. Do you remember what that was, Zach?
A nail? Broken stiletto heel.
That's right, a broken stiletto heel. Aligning this with the other evidence suggests that 2 people came into contact with Anna's body prior to it being discovered by us. Those being the perpetrator who killed Anna and Miss Stiletto Heel. There is also the possibility that a third party carried Anna to the woods. That means we could be dealing with 3 people. 2 or 3 people. In any case, Miss Stiletto Heel may have vital information. We need to find her next. We didn't use forensic methods, but we're still closing in on the criminal.
The G tattoo stands for gamer.
Have I forgotten anything?
Yeah, the G.
Of course. The marks on her hand tell us that Anna was gripping something when she died. Do you remember that, Zach?
It was a titty.
What do you think she was holding on to?
A red wig? Oh, round object.
That's right. A round object.
Oh, the G is for
the marks
Gaga.
on her hand suggest a peace mark.
Thomas is clearly
The
a
man
little
in the
monster.
photo found in the woods had a tattoo of an upside-down peace mark on his back. These 2 could well be related.
Yeah, Thomas would be a
We
Gaga
don't
fan.
know for sure.
I have a
Next,
question.
Townsfolk. A few are worthy of special attention. Carol McLean, the singer and bar owner. She's Thomas's sister. Then there's Nick Cormack, the owner of the diner. Both of them seem to be hiding something. There's Diane, the owner of the art gallery, who's out of town. Then we have problematic, old, rich, and eccentric Harry.
He was even labeled
Both will be tough
problematic.
to crack. Well, we just have to go one by one.
What's the first name of the
I've
police
been
chief?
thinking, one of the biggest rewards here is the fantastic food. Enjoying food is cultural, and yet it's also a bit uncivilized.
Why?
It's interesting how good food motivates me to work harder during investigations. Oh, and on Emily's back, it was strange to me. Hey, don't take that the wrong way, Zach. I wasn't getting all excited or anything.
I bet you were, you passionate man.
It did make me feel strange, nostalgic, and sad almost. It's starting to rain. I think this case may take a while.
Ellie! Lunchtime, Ellie!
I'll eat later. The wet fire's back.
You'll eat right now, young lady. You need to listen to your mother.
I want to hear the rest of the story.
Eat your lunch, and then take a nap. Then I'll tell you the rest.
But I want to hear it now.
There's no need to rush things. You must live your life at the pace that is right for you.
Honey! Are you coming?
So he has a big cut on his neck. I'm assuming that's us from the future. Well, York from the future. We're Zach. But what was the police chief's first name? Doggy. She's wearing stockings with a pattern on it. I already love her. Who is she? Okay. That's the guy. Wow, so much happened. Like... York is telling that child about murder. Are you serious? Yes. Yes. This whole story is actually... is for real York telling his granddaughter, or daughter, I don't know, the story of how he found a murder thing. He has so much money! I'm so mad. That was only episode 1? Okay. Look. Joker faces. We live in a society. Next time, maybe I should put some lipstick on to make it so I have the things all the way up here.
Are you thirsty?
What kind of question?
You must be very thirsty.
How dare you call me out like this?
You only take milk with your coffee? Coffee with milk. That's all.
Is this... are you... what are you implying?
Who are you?
My name is Becky.
I like your hoodie. Anna's friend.
What are you doing here?
My name is Becky.
Oh man, Capri
Anna's friend?
My name is Becky.
Girl, what's your name?
After your throat is quenched, you must do what you must do.
Yeah, open up that throat.
Take a sip of coffee and go.
Huh?
Huh? Do do ba da ba ba do. I'm gonna take this mysterious lollipop real quick, cause you know how it is. Ooh, a cookie. Huh. Anything good out here? I wanna see if I can go this way. Can't. Anything on TV in the... So I assume this is a reference to the Red Room. From Twin Peaks. Bitter chocolate. Oh. This is kind of pretty. So I assume those seeds, like, remember that red plant we saw in the, that we saw in the pickup truck dropping off that lady? I think those seeds grows.
That's me. That's me when it happened.
What happened? Oh no. Oh, good thing you look... Jago 3000, I'm glad that you look... His eyes are always open when you, like, look through the shutters. Dude, is this, like, a cool version of Heavy Rain? Because of all the rain?
Zach, this case looks like it's directly related to us.
This is a good version of
I do not know how
everything.
yet, but I do know I need some coffee.
George said he'd have someone pick us up in the parking lot. Let's get some breakfast with Polly first.
He's really sexy with a beard. I think we need to bathe. Remember when everyone used to freak out because mirrors existed? Let's go into our long bathroom. Long tub. Can we bathe yet? Taking a shower might help clear our thoughts, Zach. Okay, how do I do it? How do we bathe? Can someone tell me how we bathe so our butt don't stink no more? Just the warning at the beginning of the next chapter, it crashes, it can corrupt your save. There's a save online that continues right after that cutscene though. Oh shit. That makes me nervous. How do we get York naked asking for a friend? How do we pee? How do we do anything? How do we exist? I can only do this. How do I bathe? Do I have to take my clothes? No bathing. Alright, well, let's change your clothes then. Wait a second. What? What a weird thing to put on there. Is that a number? Is that a phone number? I bet we could call it. Oh, can we get someone to make the bed? Nope, can't. Okay, let's save. Oh, you can buy some really ugly suits in the store in town. We must do that today. That must happen. That's a necessity of life.